almost forgot about this thing. So you know how many times I've bought stuff like this, it probably just needed a battery, and then you put the battery in and it's broken. So for $10, I'll take a chance on it. It's a more than likely Chinesium. There is one hint to the manufacturer on this thing. On the bottom, it's got this symbol. It looks like HV. I can't tell though. There's the battery draw. Just one battery, eh? Okay, that's good. Hey, a CR2032. I might have an extra one of those. Oh, look at that. It actually turns on. 617. The heck? Well, that's interesting. I zero it and I get a 7. So since some of the segments appeared to be out, I just pressed on the screen lightly to see if that might be the culprit. And when I did that, it went all crazy and then went out completely. See, look. So what we've got here is one of these deals where more than likely it's just the LCD screen is not making good contact with the PC board. Maybe some stuff got in there. I'm not liking that when I press it though and turn it on, it's not reading. Nor is it shutting off. This probably wouldn't take much to fix up. So pretty simple. Take the 6 screws out in the back here, and then the whole electronic unit just comes right off. You can see the little tiny pickup traces that are used on the back here, and that's non-contact. So now if I take out these 5 screws, this whole board should come out, and I'm guessing that that's going to maybe stay behind, and I might be able to see the contacts. Yep, that's exactly what I expected to see. So this little strip right in here, this little strip right here, right there, that little strip actually presses against this little row of contacts on the board here. And sometimes it's just a matter of cleaning those areas. Use one of my favorite circuit board deoxidizing cleaners, Pro Gold Connector Enhancer by Kaig Industries. This is a lint-free tissue. In case anyone was wondering. Okay, I reassembled it and still had a problem, and then I remembered that usually the way these work is that the other end of this is pushed in contact with the back of the screen right in this area here. And lo and behold, when I removed it to clean this, I can actually see a little bit of residue of something. And that makes sense now. What probably happened was that coolant or something got splashed on this up in the front here. Oops. I'll worry about those buttons in a minute. It's funny, I just went to put these buttons back in that had fallen out, and noticed they were numbered on the back, and the reason why is because they're different lengths because of the fact that this has got a slanted front. So the one on the bottom here has to be the longest one, and that one's number 1, so number 4. Actually, I can now that I notice it, it's actually written right on the side there. And the round one's number 5, as if like you would not know that by looking at it. It's the only round one. All right, so I don't need to completely reinstall it on the unit to test the display. Just put the battery in. Oh yeah, that's already looking better. Oh, look at that. We got all of our LCD segments are now lighting. Great. So now I just got to finish putting it on the machine, on the stand, and test it. All right, zero it. There we go. Don't exactly know how to work all the modes yet. Seems to be working perfectly fine. So, you know, my initial reaction to this thing was that it was a cheap piece of junk. And I mean, I still think it's an import because I can't find any manufacturer's markings or anything on it. But I got to tell you, first thing I noticed when after I paid him the $10 for it, when I picked it up to walk away, this base is really heavy. It's got a lot of weight to it. But not only that, but what I originally thought was a kind of a cheap construction, turns out this case, I thought it was plastic. It's actually metal. All of these buttons are metal. Other than the knob here, and maybe possibly the tray for the battery, this thing is all metal construction. And actually, that's cast metal also. So I may never learn who makes this thing, but who cares?